So I made a Discord server. Yep, you heard that right. I made a public Discord server, and it's available to join now. You can literally join in the description right now. The link is literally right there. But wait, because this will give you all of the insider information about it. What is the Perseverance Galaxy? Like, where'd you get the name from? Well, this is actually really interesting. The Perseverance Galaxy takes place in a fictional universe I came up with. This universe contains many galaxies, one of which is the Perseverance Galaxy, which is the most powerful galaxy in that universe. In the center of it is a black hole called Endowment 7214. Aside from that, there's also this really important group of planets called the Areolar, or in other words, the Heptavirans. This is a group of 7 planets that includes planets such as Archaven, Redstone Maniac, or RM is what it's usually called. Then we have Ilvatis, then we have Astralis, Lineardia, Anomalith, and then we have Reliqua. Now, I will get into what those planets are about later. Now, around a year ago, the Perseverance Galaxy experienced something called the Galactic Shutdown. Now, the Galactic Shutdown basically happened when Blyken, or this guy who kind of manipulates space, and kind of like turns it black and white. That's basically what he does. He's a very big threat to a lot of galaxies. It's when he absorbed the black hole, Endowment 7214, and now we're trying our absolute hardest to restore the galaxy, and we're almost there. If you want more information on it, go look at the finale of Redstone Maniac Season 4 and you'll start to understand it more. However, let's actually get into the Discord server now. So, basically, when you open the server, you will probably see the Welcome tab. Now, the Welcome tab basically welcomes everyone in the server, and you can see everyone getting welcomed. And, well, who welcomes you? Well, this guy named Lawrence, who has a country accent. He's a fictional character, obviously, but, you know. And he basically talks like this.
My name is Lawrence. I'm the defender of the Perseverance Galaxy.
Next up, we have info. And the info, well, that's kind of self-explanatory. It's the info for the server. It basically gives you the outline of what the server is really about. Or like the questions, like, how do I join Redstone Maniac? Or how do I join PDSE? Or, you know, stuff like that. Just like the normal questions you'd probably have for the server. Now, what might stand out to you in the info tab is the Areolar application form. Now, what does this do? You can basically apply to be a resident of any planet in the Heptavirans you kind of want. You can apply for RM or Redstone Maniac. You can apply for Ilvatis or the PDSE Foundation. Alright, so before I get into Redstone Maniac and Ilvatis, first I want to talk about Archaven. Now, Archaven is a planet that has these interesting life forms called the Loopies. Now, the Loopies are, you know, they're really interesting life forms because of their genetic makeup. They basically have like huge arms, they have relatively big head, and they have a really small torso. And yeah, that's basically how it sets them apart from everybody else. You may be wondering why it's not a tab on the Discord server. Well, Archaven isn't really a planet anymore. It's just kind of dust now because it exploded because of, well, the Galactic Shutdown. So that must mean the Loopies are dead, right? Or wrong. They actually managed to survive, and like all of them, and they're now residing on RM-5, or will, like all of them will reside on it soon. They're currently on their way. And the residents of RM-5, including me, are thinking of actually lending the planet over to them in the near future. So RM-5 will become the new Archaven. Now, Redstone Maniac and Ilvatis, what are these? Right, Redstone Maniac is actually an entire realm, a Minecraft realm, and you can join it right now if you want. You know, you just need to apply, and maybe, depending on if I know you or not, I'm probably gonna have to, you know, be in like a little interview with you or something. That'll be determined though. Anyway, besides that, it's mainly a CMP. Well, at the moment it's an SMP because we're trying something new in Season 5. Whether it's gonna be a CMP or SMP next season, that's kind of depending on the feedback, but mainly it's kind of decided that it's gonna be a CMP next season. Now we have Ilvatis. Now, the PDSC Foundation is obviously a parody, or I guess copy, of the PDSC Foundation. Wait, the SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation, Secure, Contain, Protect. It's basically with all like these anomalies. Some of you have maybe gone through a phase of it at some point. I've gone through like 2 of them. I was so obsessed with it. I'm like, yeah, let's make our own thing of it. Yeah, there's also videos on YouTube about it. You can kind of watch it. Anyway, let's go into a really interesting part about the server. Why it's kind of unique. Following this application form, we have the planet chats. So basically, these unlock when you become residents of that planet. So, for example, I'm a resident of Redstone Maniac and Ilvatis. For me, well, every chat is unlocked because I'm the owner of the server, but technically, if I was a normal member, I would just have the Redstone Maniac and Ilvatis tab visible to me. Now, we have other tabs. Like, we have the RM tab, the Ilvatis tab, but we also have Astralis. Astralis is a planet that's basically just Earth. It actually used to be called Earth, but then was switched to Astralis later on. I don't really know why, but it was. Then we have Lineardia. Now, Lineardia is a really interesting planet because, well, it's kind of like a comic. It takes place basically within a comic. It's black and white and it's cartoony. The main person in here that you would recognize is Bob from Bob's Adventures. Bob's Adventures is a comic I used to write all the time, and I will get back to it at some point. You will be a part of like a comic club, if you will. Then we have Anomalith. Now, Anomalith is like the more mysterious planet. It is a planet that was taken over by AI after some people of Astralis actually inhabited it. If you join that, you'll kind of be a part of an ARG campaign. Yeah, there will be an ARG on Anomalith. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. I don't know how to make an ARG. I'm gonna look into it at some point and then I'll make it and you guys can solve it. Now, finally, we have Reliqua. Now, Reliqua, what is this planet? Well, you already know it. If you've listened to my music, that is. The assemblage from my album, it actually came from that planet. And Reliqua is a very beautiful place. Probably the most beautiful planet in the Perseverance galaxy. It also has weird phenomena happening in it because of the artifacts, but you don't need to worry about that. So basically, if you are a part of Reliqua, you will basically be a part of a little music fandom of mine. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I think that'll be really cool. Now you pretty much have all of the information. Now, of course, all these planets have their respective voice channels too, so you can kind of mingle in there if you want. And there you go. So there it is. There is the Discord server information. So if you have enjoyed this informational video and want to see more, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to turn on post notifications so you do not miss another video of mine. And I'll see you in the next one. A bye.